Hello everyone, and welcome! Today, we will talk about a very famous star, Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin was born on April 16, 1889, in London, England. His full name was Charles Spencer Chaplin. His parents were both entertainers. His mother was a singer in music halls, and his father was also an entertainer. But when Charlie was young, his father left the family. Soon after, his mother became sick and couldn't work. Life was hard for Charlie and his brother, Sidney. They had to live in places called workhouses, but this made them strong. They learned to take care of themselves. One day, when Charlie was only 5 years old, his mother got sick on stage. Charlie went on stage for her. It was his first time performing for an audience. He sang a song, and the people loved him. This was the start of his amazing journey. As a boy, Charlie joined a dance group called the Lancashire Lads. He travelled and performed with them. This is where he learned a lot about comedy and how to make people laugh. After that, he started acting in theatre shows, then joined a famous comedy company led by Fred Carno. With this company, he travelled all the way to the United States of America. America was a new and exciting place. In 1913, something big happened. Charlie signed a contract with a movie studio called Keystone Studios. He was going to be in movies. His very first film was called Making a Living, which came out in 1914. Soon after, Charlie created a special character. This character wore a small hat, baggy pants, big shoes, and carried a cane. He also had a funny little moustache and a funny walk. This character became known all over the world as the Little Tramp. The Tramp was a very special character. He was funny, but he was also kind and a little sad sometimes. He made people laugh. He also made them feel emotions. People everywhere loved the Little Tramp. In 1914 alone, Charlie acted in many short films. He became a huge star very quickly. People couldn't get enough of his comedy. They loved how he mixed humor with real-life problems and feelings. As he became more famous, Charlie started to earn more money. In 1915, he made a film called The Tramp. This movie was a big hit. It showed both the funny and the sad side of his famous character. The ending was emotional and new for comedy films at the time. Charlie then moved to other studios, like S&A and Mutual Film. At Mutual, he was given a lot of creative freedom. This meant he could make the movies exactly how he wanted. He made some of his best short films there, like 1 a.m. and Easy Street. He was in control of his art. In 1919, Charlie took another big step. He started his own movie studio with 3 other famous artists. They called it United Artists. Now, he was truly his own boss. He could make longer, more ambitious movies. In 1921, he made a wonderful film called The Kid. It was about a tramp finding a little boy and taking care of him. The movie was very funny, but also very touching. It was a huge success and showed how much heart his films had. Then, in 1925, he made The Gold Rush. This is one of his most famous movies. It has classic scenes, like the one where he eats his own shoe, which was made of licorice, and the dance he does with 2 bread rolls. The Gold Rush made him a global superstar. Charlie Chaplin was not just an actor. He was also a director, a writer, and even a composer. He wrote the music for many of his films. He used his comedy to talk about serious things, like being poor or feeling lonely. He showed that you could find humor even in difficult situations. He inspired so many comedians and filmmakers who came after him. Then movies started to have sound. Charlie was worried. He loved silent films. He thought that talking would ruin his character, the tramp. For a long time, he continued to make silent films, even when everyone else was making talkies. But finally, in 1940, he made his first film with sound, The Great Dictator. In this movie, he played two characters. One was a humble barber who looked like the tramp, and the other was a powerful, angry dictator. At the end of the movie, Charlie gave a very powerful speech about peace and humanity. It was the first time many people heard his real voice. Later in his life, Charlie had some problems. In 1952, while he was traveling, the US government said he could not come back into the country. So, he and his family moved to Switzerland. He lived there for the rest of his life. He never became a US citizen. But the world did not forget him. In 1972, he was invited back to America to receive a Special Academy Award for his incredible work in films. When he walked on stage, the audience stood up and clapped for 12 minutes. It was a very emotional moment. In 1975, the Queen of England made him a knight. He became Sir Charles Spencer Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin died on December 25, 1977. He was 88 years old. He left behind a legacy of laughter and heart that continues to touch people all over the world. The story of Charlie Chaplin teaches us something important. He had a very hard childhood, but he never gave up. With his passion and creativity, he went from the poor streets of London to become one of the most famous people in the world. He proved that even if you have a difficult start, you can achieve great things and bring joy to millions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning about the amazing life of Charlie Chaplin. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.